we've been doing this work for a very long time, since 1965. In fact, we've been committed to helping young people change the world before it was a data point for college admissions or a number of hours that needed to be done for service for a school requirement. Really, we're committed, like so many other people on this panel, to a place where young people are lifelong leaders and they share responsibility for our global community. But to do that, it's about creating inspiration and opportunity and building capacity. So in our presentation, you hear a lot of the words like connection, capacity, skills, leadership. So I'm going to just tell you a little bit more about how we build a program. We're also a nonprofit in this space, and we're very proud of that. We have financial assistance. I just want to put that at the very beginning. We have financial assistance for every aspect of our program experiences. So if there's ever anything here where you feel a craving and there's a compelling point and you want to lean in, we really want you to lean into these programs and know that we're here to support you. Whenever we build programs, we build them on three pillars. It's not about going to a place that we think is going to be appealing. It's about, are we going to be able to work in collaboration and partnership with communities? And in Amigos, we don't go all over the world. We go to one place. We go to our partnerships, relationships in Latin America. That's where we've been building relationships for 55 years and more, actually. So whenever you hear an Amigos program, know that before we started from the very ground, we looked at our three core pillars of leadership, service, and most importantly, I think cultural humility, which is to go into a place with curiosity, empathy, and humility to find out what people are doing there, learn from those communities, and ask how we can be of value to the work that they're doing. And it's really important that we explain that to young people, that we're not going to go someplace just to drop in. We're going someplace to really be in a place of learning, because that learning sparks young people to come back and create change in their own communities. So this spring, we have three programs. We have the Civic Action Gap Semester with Tufts University, the Costa Rica program, and the Colorado program. We're very excited to be going back to Latin America, and we're also very excited about our first U.S. domestic gap program. So for the Civic Action Gap program, just to talk a little bit about this is an online program with Tufts University. And we put basically everything we love about programming between volunteerships, mentorships, Spanish, service projects. And the beautiful thing about this is you can join it from virtually anywhere in the world. Some of the program highlights are getting a Tufts course for credit, building your skills and network to make this semester really meaningful, so that you're going to actually meet remarkable leaders throughout Latin America and the US. And here's just a sample of some of the international guest speakers that we had in the fall semester and we expect to come into the spring. Because of our relationships in Latin America, we have classes through Nicaraguan teachers in schools, as well as deep levels of partnership with our partners who will do home and agency tours. And we're really excited about the workshops we're doing in racial equity as well. So there's basically a little bit of everything in this program. And again, the cost is here, $7,975. We have deep levels of financial assistance available. And I want to dive, because I'm running out of time already, to talk about Costa Rica. So we're going back to Costa Rica, and we couldn't be more thrilled. In this program, we're going to be taking young people in a pod model to live with other Costa Rican youth leaders on a nature reserve, especially to work on the climate adaptations that that reserve is having to deal with. It's important to know that climate change has already come to Costa Rica in the difference that they're seeing in rain levels. And in this spring, we're going to go help build water catchment systems to deal with the rainy season, which is coming in summer, which has been less rainy than it has in years past. And so that's creating a real need for our young people to come and support the work on those reserves. Because it's a pod model, we'll be living in a cooperative living situation. And we're really hoping this is a program that people are looking for to find inspiration by learning from the social impact professionals, the entrepreneurs, the Costa Rican youth leaders, the activists there, and to build capacity for you to make change here as you see the inspirations that you find in Costa Rica. And it's really important for us that we know that we've all been behind screens for a very long time, and we want this to be a place of restoration experience, what makes people feel lifted up and reconnected back to their own humanity and to the humanity of each other. The cost for this program is $13,475. Please don't let that cost be a scary one for you. We have deep levels of financial assistance with a deadline coming up on December 15th. All right. And now we're going to Colorado with the same idea of cultural humility, leadership, curiosity, and empathy. And for this, we're looking at the conservation efforts happening here in the United States. And we're traveling through the Rockies in a pod model. And this isn't a backcountry or backpacking trip. This is about going and visiting different parts of Colorado and learning from the stewards there, the environmental activists, the folks who are involved in wildlife sanctuaries and preserves, in also learning from Native American people and what their history has been in the region. This is going to be a place where you can really dive into the ethics and practice of conservationism, learn about the original stewards, and also find yourself again in a landscape that's really beautiful and something where we really want to pause on reflections about what it means to be a conservationist and do social change in the United States here at home. So with that, really quickly, I just want to explain the price. Again, $15,995. We've got a deadline of January 15th for financial assistance, and this program starts in March. If you're interested in taking the next step, it's very simple, nothing very fancy. You simply fill out an application. You can go to our website at amigosinternational.org. There's an application there, or come talk to me. This is what I do. I'm really here to help. This is my joyful job, which is to be here and to support families and youth and students and teachers and counselors with questions they have to see if this is the right fit. And you can just email me or go to our website. I also have a coffee chat happening next week and the final week of December. So thanks so much for listening.